Nobody has joined yet, so I will just wait for some more time and I'll see if somebody is joining. And then, if we will have some questions, we will take them. Hi, Parmesh. How are you? Hi, Abhinandan. Congrats, Parmesh. That's great. In my opinion, Hertfordshire has a very good uh, course content. So, yes, definitely. If this is the university which is in your budget, then you can definitely go for this particular university. Yeah, it's been a while. I wasn't doing very well. So, I had migraine and it was quite bad. I went to Bristol, and when I came back on 28th of uh, December, I wasn't feeling very well. And even in Bristol, we thought we will be doing some non-technical, non-data sciencey stuff and live stream related to that, but it was raining all the time, so that could not happen. So we could not go out much. And after coming here, like I told you, I was having migraine and all those kind of things, and there were a lot of other problems as well. But yeah, uh, past few weeks haven't been that great. But yeah, hope to recover soon. What about you? How are you guys doing? How's New Year been so far? Do you have any idea about how faculty is in Hertfordshire? So, I can't really comment on how the teaching will be because I haven't gone through their uh, the process they follow to teach students. So, to get this information, you will have to reach out to people on LinkedIn and people who have done their masters in data science from University of Hertfordshire, and you need to ask them how things are and whether they found it to be helpful and whether the teaching is good or not, something like that. So you need to ask those people. But one thing I can say is, I when I was looking for people from University of Hertfordshire, I saw a lot of people who have done their masters from University of Hertfordshire. They have got a job. So I think that is the end goal that most people look for. So yeah, if you if I don't know if it is the result of good teaching or whether people are putting extra effort from that side. So you need to ask people from that particular university. Yeah, I'm doing good for now, Ayush. As my admission time in the UK is slowly coming close, so I would like to ask you one important question. Is it really worth to do masters from UK? If yes, then why do you think so? So there are different ways of looking at it. For people who are very new to data science, and if they think they cannot cope up with the 1 year master, and they think they will not be able to learn enough in 1 year, I think UK is not a place for those kind of people. But if you're someone who have already built a little bit of background in this, and you already know programming, then definitely you can pursue masters in the UK. For me, it was much more worth it because rather than spending 2 years on something which I knew up to some extent, so it was not worth for me to spending another extra year. So it was worth doing masters for me in the UK, and also you save quite a lot of money. So if you go to, let's say, US, There you will be a student for 2 years, and you will be spending on living expense and of course fees, and also you spend quite a lot of money when you go to other countries where you have a master's for 2 years. So considering those factors, for me it was worth doing masters from the UK. But for you it might be completely different. For you the reasons will be completely different. And also for me, uh, PR at this point is not that important, because even I'm not sure that whether I will love to live in the UK for extended period of time. Maybe for 2 years I will see. If I like, I will probably see what I need to do. But at this point I'm not thinking about PR, and there are a lot of things back in India as well, so I have to take care of those things as well. So I don't know at this point. So if for you PR is very important, then probably UK might not be the best place to go. Maybe Canada or even Ireland. Those places would be better option. So yeah, you need to see what are your requirements, what do you want at the end of the day. So based on that you will have to see whether it's a good option or whether it's worth or not. Now done with all the prep for master's application, will be applying today in unis for September 23 intake. All the best, Ayush. I hope you will get admit from the universities which you are most looking forward to. And I agree, Abhinandan. This actually involves a lot of sacrifices. You spend quite a lot of money. Just move away from your home. You move away from your home country. So yeah, I have been there. I am still there, of course, and it's sometimes hard to um, manage things when you are alone and outside. And yeah, there are a lot of things. So I totally agree with you. I know the pain, but yeah, you if PR is not important for you, and if you have uh, some sort of experience background in programming, I think you should be fine. And maybe you will have to put a little bit more extra effort. So yeah, it should be fine. You will save quite a lot of money, but still, don't take my word on this. I would highly suggest anyone here or anywhere else to uh, weigh down your own pros and cons, and then based on that make your decision. I can only give you some insights from my perspective, but I think at the end of the day it should be your decision. I've got conditional offer letter for MSc data science from Coventry, but I have applied for MSc data science and computation intelligence. So will I get the permanent offer letter? But I have applied for MSc data science. And so you need to get it clarified from the university that you applied for so and so course, but you got offer for something else. So you need to get it clarified from the admission team. You need to email them and see what they say, because usually when you apply for a particular course, you get offer for that particular course itself. You don't get offer for some other course. And it also matters while you are applying for visa, because after you come here it will be mentioned on your visa as well that you have come for this particular course. So yeah, you need to get it clarified from the admission team. Is it hard to get a PR in the UK though? Hasn't it gotten easy since 2 years? Yeah. So PSW doesn't count to your PR. So basically, 1 year will be your uh, masters. Then 2 years will be PSW. So 3 years gone, and that won't count toward the 5 year that you need to be in the UK to get PR. So that's there. If you are able to get a sponsored job after your masters, then definitely it will take 6 years for you. If not, then 8 years. And 8 years is a really long time. So yeah, I would say it's not that easy. And by the way, I had recently posted a poll on the community page asking about what would you guys prefer for me as a content creator or as a full-time job as a data scientist. So I think it is 50-50. Last time when I checked, it was 50-50. So I'll check it now again. But yeah, if you are here, if you want to give your opinion, I would really love to hear your opinion as well. Because at this point, I think it is now 51-49. So 51% people voted for content creator, full-time content creator, and 49% said job. So it's 50-50 approximately. In my opinion, I think at this point, doing full-time job makes more sense because I have education loan to pay back, and I'm a little bit tight on financial side as well, and YouTube does not pay much. It's not even enough to manage living expenses. So I think at this point it makes sense for me to do full-time job. But I think in a long run, content creation is what I like, because whenever I come here, I talk to you guys, and it feels really good. It feels like I have built some community here, and it feels really nice. So maybe in a long run, I think I will probably switch to full-time content creation, and I'll make more tutorials. And also, I'm planning to start series where I will be covering statistics for data science. So we will be going from very basic like mean, median, mode to all the way up to central limit theorem, probability distribution, and hypothesis testing. So probably I will not include a lot of code there, just because the most important thing is you need to understand the concepts. So I will do that, and once that is done, I will probably use code as well. I'm still not sure how I'm gonna approach that, but if I feel like I should include some code as well, I will do that. And if you eventually watch those videos, I will really appreciate your feedback. If you feel like more code is needed, I will do that. If you feel like I don't need to add that much code, I will not do that. So yeah, that is also I am thinking to do, and I will start that series quite soon now. Should we prefer Russell Group University over other universities? So I've talked about this quite a lot in almost all the live streams. It does not affect a lot in terms of finding a job, as long as you have gained skills, and you have your projects and portfolio. The only thing is, Russell Group universities usually have more uh, tie-ups and connections in the industry. They do a lot of research work, so it at times becomes a little bit easier to find internship when you are doing your masters in Russell Group universities. But having said that, it's not like you won't be able to find internship or job if you do your course from non-Russell Group universities, because there are thousands and thousands of people, they are doing their masters from non-Russell Group universities, and they are able to find job and also internship. So yeah, that's my take on that. I'm also applying to German unis. All these UK universities keep increasing fees. Crazy. Now even the University of Northumbria costs in pounds. Yeah, exactly. They have increased the fees like so much in past 2 years. I I took admission in Newcastle University, and the fees was around 23-24K, and now I think it's very close to 30K. So within just 2 years they have increased the fees like like literally crazy. So yeah, that's there. Hey Ray Breaker, good to see you again. What are the must know softwares for data scientists? So any IDE should be fine, if whether it's Visual Studio Code or you can use Jupyter Notebook. So in terms of software, I think that is what you need. Obviously, operating system is there, so you can go for Ubuntu if you like terminal based. If you like UI based, Windows is there, and we have been using Windows from childhood, so I think you should be fine with that. If you're a Mac person, then definitely Mac makes sense for you. So in terms of software, I think uh, this is all what you need. You don't really need anything else that I can think of. What else do you need? You need an operating system, you need a software to code. Yeah, that's all. And I think browser you need to open your Jupyter notebook, unless you're using VS Code. Yeah, true that PSW and education duration doesn't count towards PR, but after working for 2 years PSW in the UK, it should be easy to find a sponsored job in the UK then, right? Yeah, yes, it should be that, and that's the idea behind it. So, but then yes, that is also there that not everybody gets sponsored job even after 2 years, even after working on post study work visa for 2 years. So that's the thing, and I think nothing is 100%, but majority of the people they tend to find sponsored job when they work on PSW. So yes, that is there. And thank you uh, for congratulating for this new place. But to be very honest, I liked the place which I used to live. This place is okay. The room is significantly smaller than the previous one, and also it's this house is much more colder as compared to the previous one. So I do really miss the previous house, but now can't really help. I need to stay here for at least 6 months now, maybe. I don't know. Uh, but we'll see. I'm managing, and probably it's been just a few weeks I've moved here, so that's why I'm feeling kind of odd. But people here are nice. The flatmates, they are nice, so that's a good thing. But yeah, thank you again. I also wanted to make a video about goals for 2023, because I had also posted a poll asking people what their goals are, what they want to achieve. Because when we actually write things down, we feel even more motivated to do that. And if I make a video, I can obviously come back next year or by the end of this year and see that how much things I have ticked off the list. So yeah, but then like I told you, I haven't been doing very well, and there's a lot of things going on around. So I'm a little bit late. It's already 7th today. So I will try to record a video probably today or tomorrow, and I will try to post it before Monday. And yeah, I would highly suggest you guys also to probably comment on that video or on the post which I had posted in the community section, so that you guys also, because I also like to know what you guys are planning, what your thoughts are, what your goals are. And sometimes even we get motivated by knowing other people's goals. So let's say you told you want to uh, maybe become a data scientist. We all wanted to be data scientists, we all want to be data science, we are becoming data scientists. and we are all on our journeys in different stages. So if you want to be a data scientist, just let me know in the comment section. Probably I can give some inputs and the difficulties I faced and difficulties I am facing. And sometimes we want to become a data scientist without knowing what all struggles, what all difficulties are there, and whether we even going to like it or not. So that's there. So it's always good to just share your thoughts, and probably I can also add my bits and pieces to that, so that it can just help you guys. So yeah, so I will definitely make a video soon, and hopefully you will know what I am planning and what I want to do. We'll be joining cloud computing in Newcastle University. Want your take on the city and life, part-time opportunities, and also job opportunities. Yeah, so university itself is good, and Newcastle is a relatively smaller place, so living expense is not too high. You can find affordable accommodation here, so that's a good thing. And there are lots. I think it was termed as the best city for students to live in 2022. So that says it all. And for part-time job, there are a lot of businesses here. There are a lot of bigger stores. There are a lot of warehouses here in the UK. So it is possible to find part-time job as well. Job opportunities. A lot of companies are opening their offices here in Newcastle. So again, that is also possible. But ultimately, you will be applying online. All the interviews are going to be online. So it does not matter whether you are staying in Newcastle or any bigger cities. So that's there. I got offer from Hertfordshire, Manchester Metropolitan, Northumbria University for September 23. Which one will be the best to choose? They all are really good universities, and they all have really good uh, course content. So in terms of location, I think Manchester Metropolitan is probably in the best location because it is right in Manchester. Hertfordshire is not too far off from London, so that's there. Northumbria is in Newcastle, so it's a relatively smaller place, but like I told you, it is good enough. Um, if I just have to go for, let's say, course content wise, I would either pick Hertfordshire or Manchester Metropolitan because they do have really good course content. Except for that, I don't really exactly remember the fees of all the three universities. I remember, I think Hertfordshire is somewhere around 15, 16. Manchester, Northumbria is around 19K, like Ayush mentioned. And Manchester Met is also somewhere around that 20K something, I guess. So, what's your budget? And if you feel like you can pay 20K, then probably go for Metropolitan, but I would still go for Hertfordshire. I think if I had to go for uh, one university out of these three, I would go for Hertfordshire. UOM or UOL, which is better? I don't know what is UOM or what is UOL. So if you can just put a full form of these, I hope I'll be able to tell something. How difficult do you think it would be for me to find an internship and a job in the UK once I complete my master's from a university like Harriet Watt or Northumbria? I don't have any experience in data science domain in India. Oh man, it will be alright. Don't worry. Okay, so your question is there. Uh, So, like I have also mentioned this thing in almost all the live stream, that nobody can say anything for certain that how hard or is it will be easy for someone to find a job or internship. But one thing can be said for certain is, as long as you uh, you gain skills and knowledge and make portfolio, I think that's the key. And here, people coming from lot of different background, freshers also, they are now starting to find a suitable role for them. So yeah, eventually everybody is getting something. So it is possible, but again, it can't be said for certain. Even if you're in India, it's hard to say that within 6 months, 7 months, you, or let's say 1 year, you will be able to find a job. If you are in India and if you are Indian resident, then definitely you have lots and lots of time, you can just find job, and it should be fine. But when you are here in the UK, you have limited time to find a job and probably convert it into a sponsored job. So yeah, that is extra layer of complexity. So yeah, that's there. What's the rent that you're paying for this house, including living cost? So living cost, yeah, first I will tell you the rent. So rent is 475 pound per month, and living is somewhere around 150 to 200, because things are getting a little bit expensive now. So yeah, that's the living expense, which is still fine, it's not too expensive. So yeah, that is there. But I will again probably make a house tour of this one as well, and that I will also discuss about rent again. So I will post that video on the other channel. So yeah. Also, how's your work going? How's your experience working in a startup? Initially it was good, but there is just so much lack of communication, and I'm the only full-time employee they have. So yeah, it's like communication gap is there. So that is something which needs to be improved. And for the project that they hired me, uh, they haven't still got the data for that project. So that's there. So yeah, but I don't know, I will still see how things go. It's still just 1.5 2 months now. So yeah, we'll see. I completed civil engineering, but currently working at MNC as data engineer. I want to upgrade my skills. Is it good option to upgrade here in India or do masters abroad like yourself? So it depends on how much risk you want to take, how much uh, financial support you have. So, and also, the more risk you take, the more uh, reward you will get. But always it's not the case, so you have to take calculated risk. So let's say you are fine with your financial background, and you have gained around, let's say, 2 years of experience in data industry. So I think it can be a good point where you can think about masters abroad. Because if you spend, let's say, 30 40 lakh Indian rupees in the UK or elsewhere, you will be able to make that much money in 1 to 1.5 year when you get a job. So it's worth taking that risk, but also you need to have the appetite for that. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. If you don't have financial freedom, I would say do it in India. In India, you will get much cheaper courses. You will have freedom to find job in your own time. You don't have to rush through things. So yeah, that's there. So if I have to just summarize things, if you want to have peace of mind and you want to upgrade your skills and switch to data science, India is probably a better place. If you are fine with risks and all, I think going outside will be a better option. University of Manchester and University of Liverpool. Okay, so University of Manchester is probably ranked a little bit higher than Liverpool, but I personally feel like the course of Liverpool is better. So if I had to pick one, I would go for University of Liverpool. I have 1 year of experience, so I would say continue with your data engineering role for another year or so, and in parallel, you can also try to uh, learn data science skills. Which bank did you take education loan from, and how much loan did you take, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that's totally fine. I took loan from State Bank of India, and the loan amount is around 20 lakh. So yeah, that's there. But at the time when I took the loan, the interest rate was around 8.5, but now it's 10.5. You're welcome, Suki. Was your loan collateral free? No, I have put my home as mortgage, so that's there. Can we get a loan of 25 lakh without collateral? I think you can get it from banks like HDFC, Cradle, or ICICI, but I don't think SBI or related banks would give 25 lakh without collateral. How is the job market for data science in the UK? Um, Jobs are lesser than what it was in January 2022, I would say. So, and for obvious reasons. So that's there, but there are still jobs. Um, it is just getting a little bit harder to find job now. And it's not just the case in the UK. I talk to my friend on regular basis from other countries as well. So it is the same case in almost all the countries. My friend, she finished her masters in the US in November, I think, or maybe October, I think. Yeah, October, November. And she has been trying to find a job from past 6 months, I guess, and she's still trying. So you see, it's the same case there. Same is the case in Canada as well. So yeah, it's the same case everywhere. It's hard to find a job. Have you heard about Prodigy Finance Loan? Has anyone in your connection or friend taken loan from them? So no, I never heard of Prodigy Finance Loan, so I don't know about them. And they give collateral free. So yeah, Ayush, you can probably try. Abhinandan, you can probably try to see Prodigy Finance. And thanks for telling Ayush. Do you have any idea how Hertfordshire does the assessment? It is like exam or assessment, or which one is easy exam or assessment. So I have a video about affordable universities in the UK. So do check out that video. In that video, I have included Hertfordshire, and I have also talked about how they do assessment and which one would be easy, exam or assignments. So I personally feel like assignments are easier for me because it's very hands-on. You have to do projects, you have to you are actually building stuff, so that's what I like. But there are many people who like to remember things, they like to read books, and they like to write exams. So what type of person you are, you have to make decision on that. I personally feel assignments and coursework are better way to assess students. What will be the expenses before moving to UK, like visa and all? So visa, I think, I don't know what will be the application fees now, but when I came here, I think it was 70 to 80,000 Indian rupees. That's what I paid. Probably I'm saying less because you need to pay uh, IHS fees as well and visa. IHS you will be paying for 1.5 year, and visa application fees or something. So you can find all these details on government websites. You just, if you search for student visa UK, and you will go to the government website. There they will have a section called as cost of visa. So if you just click there, it will tell you everything. So that will be your visa cost. Flight expenses are somewhere around 300 to 60,000, maybe more, depending on what type of flight you're taking, whether it's a direct one or you're taking a transit one, or you are what time of year you're flying. So it all depends on that, but that's the usual range of the flight, so that's there. And it is suggested to carry a card which has at least 500 pounds in it, which you can use for various transactions that you need to do before you open your bank account in the UK. And you should carry, people say you should carry 500 pound cash in hand, but I think that's way too much. I carried around 500 pounds, I guess, but I used barely 100 or something, that to just cab and stuff. So yeah, you don't really need to carry that much. I think 100 to 200 pound cash should be fine. Can BCom graduate do MSc in data science in the UK? So in my batch, there were people from pharmacy background, there were people from economics background, so there were people from lot of various backgrounds. So they did get admit and they did their masters. So yes, it is possible, but some universities do mention that you need to have bachelor's in computer science, mathematics, statistics, or related fields. So you need to check that as well. And even Newcastle University has this particular requirement that people should be from so and so background. But still, in my batch, there were people from lot of various different backgrounds. So I think they mentioned there just to give you an idea or for some requirement. But if you end up applying to those universities, and if you have some sort of um, relevant projects or courses that you have done or certification, I think you will be able to get admit. How is University of Essex for MSc Data Science? I got offer from there. So yeah, the University of Essex is a good one. The course content is good, and in general, the reputation of the university is also pretty good. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, like I told you, if you just Google student visa UK, and you go to the government website, you will be able to find uh, cost of visa. So you will be able to get everything. I would like an honest advice from Eurosian. Advice on what? Did I miss some question? If I miss some question, just put it in the chat again. I will take that question. Which one is best university? Essex, Hertfordshire, or Kingston? I think I would go for Essex among these three. How does the accommodation system work in UK universities? Do we need to pay whole rent in one go or in periodic intervals? So you can pay your fees in one go if you like, but you can also pay fees in installments. So maybe you can pay in 2 or 3 installments. So that is also an option. How I get internship as data analyst? So to get internship, you can do several things. Go to meetups, meet people, and see what they are working on. Talk to people and see if they have any opening, or if they know someone who has opening in their company. So you can do that. Participate in a lot of various hackathons. There sometimes employer come and they tell you they have openings, so you can do that. And obviously on LinkedIn and other job portals you can apply for that. So these are the few things that you can do to get an internship. Does the university help us getting part-time or full-time jobs? So for part-time jobs, yes, most of the universities have a lot of part-time opportunities within the university, so you can also apply for those opportunities. So yes, that's there. For full-time, universities do conduct some type of job fairs. So a lot of different companies come there, they advertise about the openings they have. So you can probably drop your resume there, or probably take their email address, and then you can send your resume to them. So that is another way that university help. Also university help you in creating resumes, so they do help you with your resume and things like that. So yeah, these are the ways how universities help students finding a job. We are just over 40 minute, and we have taken a lot of questions today. So if you have been finding this live stream to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It always keeps me motivated to do these live streams. I didn't do live stream from past 2 weeks because I wasn't doing well, and I also had to shift my places, and I also was quite busy with the work. So yeah, but I do try to do it on regular basis. So I'm in a dilemma if I should go for masters from the UK this September 23, looking at the condition of job market everywhere and UK's economy and cost of living. I fear that it all might get too risky. Yeah, I do agree with you. It is quite risky at this time because the whole job market is bad, and UK's economy is also not too good. It has improved quite a lot in past few months, but still it is recovering, and we don't know how long the Russia-Ukraine war will go. It is affecting quite a lot to all the European countries. So it is risky. If you have time and if you find a job in, let's say, data analysis or data analytics field, I would say go for that. That will help you in gaining experience, and then you will be able to probably apply to universities in Germany or Canada or anywhere else. And with that experience, you will get into good universities, and also you will be able to uh, find jobs relatively easily. So I would suggest, if you have time, if you can, I would suggest gaining more experience and then come. But also the risk with that is, just want to go to if you just want to come to UK, then uh, the risk of PSW being stopped, that is another risk. So but then I think, even if UK just stops post study work visa, there are a lot of other countries where you can go. They will be having, hopefully, post study work visa. But if you just want to come to UK, then probably it will become too risky to not come in 23 and probably come in next year, or maybe. So yeah, that's there. That's my take on this. I hope this helps. Is 2+ years experience good to get jobs in the UK after masters? Yes, 2+ years are considered as a significant year of experience, so it does help in finding a job. Last time when I checked Anglia Ruskin University's course, I think it was good. So I am assuming they probably wouldn't have messed their course. So yeah, I think it should be fine. But the thing is, I haven't heard a lot of people doing their masters from Anglia Ruskin University. So, but then when I was applying to the university, and when I had applied, I did uh, look for a lot of people on LinkedIn, and their feedbacks were good. That's why I applied for Anglia Ruskin University. And I saw some people, they did their masters from Anglia Ruskin University, and they were working as a data scientist or AI engineer, things like that. So I think it should be fine. Can we get a job in US after completing masters from UK? I don't think so. It's that easy, because getting a work visa in US is alone very tough. So it will be even more challenging, I guess. As I don't have much work experience in India either, and currently trying to gain experience before I leave for masters. I do have time, but the thing is, I want to leave India by this fall, and one of the problem is that the chances are pretty high that UK is ending PSW. Uh, yeah, that is there. But again, like I told you, if you have the appetite to take the risk, you can take it. But I gave you uh, uh, my thoughts on this. So at the end of the day, it will have to be you to make the decision. I can just show you the different sides of the coin, but which one you want to pick, it has to be you. I can say that yes, come for masters in 23, and everything should be fine. I can say that if that's what you want to hear, or if that's what people want to hear, and I can say things what people want to hear. But the thing is, after you come here, and if things doesn't work out the way it should have, you will be in a worst place. I just said what I had to, and probably I can just walk away with that. But it will be you who will be affected a lot, and that is not what I want. I would never do uh, such thing to anyone. So yeah, that's why I can always tell you, this is the case with that scenario, this is the case with that scenario. But at the end of the day, You have to evaluate risks, and you have to go for it. How PSW will be there for 23 admit? Yes, PSW will be there for 23 admit. Is it true that the company in UK hesitate to provide work visa? They save some money, so why not? They will want people to take skilled worker visa. Sorry, they would want people to take a graduate visa, and then if they feel the employee is really good and they want to keep them, they can sponsor their visa. Are you on LinkedIn? Yes, I am on LinkedIn. You will be able to find my LinkedIn profile link in the description. Do you think recession will be less by 24? And what are your thoughts about the UK, like as you're seeing and experiencing the country? So, uh, Andrew Bailey, who is the boss of Bank of England, he suggested that the recession will last uh, somewhere till, let's say, fall of 24. So it will be until then, and that's what the predictions are. So it will affect a lot of people in finding a job, and it is affecting a lot of people. People are struggling to get job, and I'm noticing that there are less and less jobs on the market as days are moving forward. So yes, jobs are getting less. Do intern experience count? I have 2 years of data management intern experience. 2 years of um, the amount of experience is good actually, the 2 years, but I don't know what is intern experience and how the internship was for that long. Probably you were in your bachelor's or somewhere, and probably you would have done that. So yeah, if you dealt with tools like Python and SQL and all those kind of things, and you have good amount of experience with that, if you have good amount of knowledge with that, so it does count. So yeah, the answer is yes. I mean, like the situation of the country and everything. Yeah, so like I told you, it's not looking good. What would you suggest, where to live, on campus or in PG? Uh, Campus accommodations are quite expensive. So, but then there are a lot of like-minded people. Everybody is student, so you would enjoy that atmosphere probably, and also ease of access to everything, that is also there. And if you want to save some money, I would say go for the accommodation which you can get on spare room and things like that. So like the one which I have taken, it's a single room in a 5 bedroom house. It's a 5 bedroom house. Two, yeah, it's a 6 bedroom house. So Yeah, so if you take something like this, it will be less expensive. So if you want to save money, go for PG. If you want to go for much more ease of living, and if you don't mind paying extra, I think live on campus is a better option. Any of your friend live in Germany? So yeah, I do have a friend in Germany, though I don't talk to her much, but I can probably ask. So I will try to get in touch with her. So I'll see what I can get out of her. So probably I will. I'll try to talk to her, and I will try to let you know in the next live stream. Hopefully, what is the minimum amount that is paid to part time? So it's around £10. I think it's 9.5, but usually people get £10 per hour. Seeing the current situation, is it difficult to find part time in UK as well? Um, lot of stores, they are still operating and they are still providing part time jobs, but again, literally everyone, people, every single individual, they want to save some money because everything is very expensive now. So yes, overall the jobs have decreased, and I have made a video about how badly the economy has been impacted because of recession, or the job market has been impacted because of recession. So I have made a video, so you can check out that video. In that, I discussed about the number of jobs available last year during January. It was around 700K. It's not just a data science job, it's like the whole job market. And in November or December, whenever I posted that video, it was around 250K. So you see there is a significant drop in number of jobs. So yeah, that's there. I'm applying to Roth as well. Seeing the situation of the UK and taking recession in mind, I will try more universities in Germany. Yeah, that's a good option, and I think she is also in Roth. So yeah, it's a good university for sure. If we don't have any more questions, we will end the live stream. We actually answered quite a lot of questions today. It was a very nice discussion. It was really nice having you all. But yeah, we have just 4 likes. I think people forgot to like. But yeah, if you found this live stream to be helpful, please do give this live stream a like, because it keeps me motivated to do these live streams for you guys. 1 year masters in data science. Okay, what chances can we expect? Sorry, what changes? What changes can we expect in student visa? So nobody knows. Everybody can just speculate about it, and they can probably restrict the number of dependents you can bring. They can probably restrict um, working hours is 20 hours. So I don't think they will reduce that. They can probably get rid of PSW altogether. So that is again something. Uh, and also they can probably make the visa interview as a mandatory one for universities which are less expensive. So that is something they can do, and they can make admission process a little bit harder for um, less expensive universities. They might ask you to have more uh, certifications, relevant experience, relevant skills. So they could probably enforce all these kind of things on universities and uh, subsequently to visa as well. So yeah, these are the things which I can speculate, but we still don't know anything for sure what they will do. It can be much more lenient than this, or it can be much more harsher than that. So yeah, you're more than welcome, Ayush. 1 year masters in data science in UK. About universities and opportunities. I am electronics and communication background. So yes, in the UK, the masters is for 1 year. You can take placement here if you want to have a 2 years master. So that's there. I am from electronics and communication background. mm, about universities and opportunities. So a lot of universities accept people from electronics background as well. One of my friend from Newcastle University, she is working as a data analyst. She was from electronics background, so yeah, it is totally possible to get admit and also job after your masters, but it's not easy. How is University of East Anglia for masters in data science? What would you choose between East Anglia or Essex? I would go for Essex. You're welcome, Aditya. Also, one more thing, as you know, my profile now, like having no experience in IT and completing my master's as a fresher, if the job market comes on track, what average pay can I expect in the UK after MSc in data science and making a solid portfolio? So you can expect somewhere from, let's say, £30,000 to £40,000 as a fresher. That is totally possible to earn. So that's the range. Usually it fluctuates somewhere around 32, 33, 34, 35, something like that. So yeah. What is best to choose, 1 year course or one plus placement year? So if you have experience, if you don't need another year, so I think for people with experience, it's better to just go for 1 year masters, and people who don't have any experience, who are freshers, they can probably go for 2 year masters. So yeah, with placement year. So that's the thing. Is it easy to get jobs in companies like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, who have offices even in India or in UK established companies? Mm, it's not as easy as what it is in India. So if you're applying to these companies in India, it's uh, quite easy to get offer from these companies, but that is not the same case here in the UK. So it is relatively hard. I would say it's exactly the same level of toughness to get a job in these company as it is in other companies in the UK. So that's the thing. Can do a PG certificate in data science in UK, then go for masters in US for 2 year data science course. You certainly can do that if you have budget for that. Yes, it is totally possible. How is T-Side University for data science? Their course content is good. It's very affordable. So all those things are good, but the location is quite remote. So finding a part-time job could be tricky. And also some people say that it's not the most safest place to live in, at least if you are going out at night or something. So that's what people say. So yeah. I'm working as data engineer for past 2 years. What pay I can get? So you have data engineer. I think you can expect from 40, 45 to 50, 55 as well. So that could be the range. But that's not the ceiling, because ceiling can go all the way up to 80K, 90K. So totally depends on the company. But that's the average that I'm telling you. Do backlogs matters for UK and CGPA? Having good GRE and IELTS uh, complement my profile. Having less. Hmm. Universities do look at uh, CGPA or backlogs in your bachelor's if you don't have at least 2 to 3 years of experience. But if you do have that much of experience, it should be fine. But as a fresher, they do look at your university's performance, bachelor's performance. Okay, bro, thanks for help and do take care of your health. Hope to meet you soon this year. You too, Abhinandan. Take care of yourself, and I hope you get the university which you want. And I wish you all the best for your masters. It will be an exciting journey, for sure. There will be a lot of challenges. There will be a lot of good times. There will be a lot of bad times. But yeah, it's all up to us how we make the most out of it. So yeah, let's just keep our motivations high and keep pushing. I have done masters in India with 9.67 CGPA and 2 years of work experience in IT. Can you please suggest me best university for data science? I am more inclined towards machine learning and deep learning. So in your profile, everything is looking really good, Siddhant. So I would say you can probably try for University of Edinburgh or maybe LSE. LSE is London School of Economics. So that's again a very good university. University of Bath. These are some of the really really good universities that you can aim for. So yeah. I think you can defer your admit by a year in UK university. So yes, I think that is the option there. So, but just to be sure, you email the admission team and ask them whether it is possible to do that. Happy New Year to you too, Data Dev. I'm doing fine. How about you? I hope you are also doing good. Telugu Ocha Mova. I think you're asking, do you know Telugu? But no, I don't. So I don't know Telugu. If I am making 40 to 45 a year, then how much would I be able to save after all the tax and expenses? So there is this website called In Hand Salary UK. If you search and you go to that website, you enter your salary. So let's say you are putting 40K or 45K. It will tell you exact money what you will be getting in your hand every month. So that is there, and you can subtract the living expense from that. I think it is totally possible to manage your month in 7 to 800 pounds if you are not living in London. So probably in London also it might be possible in certain areas. So that's there. So after that, whatever is the amount that you will be able to save. Also, you can set aside a little bit of amount for uh, let's say travel or buying, because there is a video on the other channel where we have discussed about living expense in the UK. So that video will give you a very good idea about how much you will be spending every month on different things. So I would highly suggest you to check out that video. And if you want to know the other channel, it's Traveling Pods. So you can find that if you just go to my channel and if you scroll through the tabs and you will go to the channels tab. In that channels tab you will be able to find Traveling Pods channel. On that channel we have a video discussing about living expense in the UK. September intake or Jan intake, which one is better? I would say September intake is better because a lot of universities have more options, more modules for September intake. And if you are joining in January intake, you will be joining students who will be in their second semester, and the people who joined the September batch, they will be moving to their second semester, and you will be in your first semester. So you will be doing your classes with those people. So maybe it can get a little bit tricky or difficult for you, because they might be covering some difficult modules in second semester. So that's there. But apart from that, if you are able to cope up with that, I think it should be fine. But I would personally say September intake is a better intake. What they look after when we apply for visa funds or academics or universities or combined everything. So when you apply for visa, they do look at the university's reputation or the fees of the university, not exactly the reputation, but the fees of the university. Because usually when the fees of the university is less, people try to get into master's course and then they come here and then they start their own business in illegal way, which is not good. So they just try to avoid those kind of things. That's why they see the what type of university you have offer and what was your background in. So if you have completely different background, so let's say you did your bachelor's in marketing and now you are taking a course in data science, which is still kind of related. Data science is something which can be related to everything, so that's there. But let's take it this example only. So they will be questioning, why do you want to move to different field, and why do you want to pursue a master's in data science in some other country, and why not in India or in your home country. So that is also they look at. And then they look at your funds. Do you have sufficient funds to support yourself in the UK? So that includes your living expense for 9 months and your university's fees. So yeah, they do look at all these things when you apply for visa. Does studying in university limit your job time to 20 hours per week? Also, is it different for remote jobs? So if you are in university and if you are doing your masters and if you are doing your course time, you cannot work more than 20 hours. That's the restriction which is given to you on your visa. So if you do work more than that, it's illegal. Apart from when you are not in your course time, if you are in a semester break or once you have finished your uh, course and you are still on student visa, you can work for more than 20 hours, and uh, you can work full time. So that's there. Also, is it different for remote works? So if you are working remotely, then obviously you will save a lot of time. You don't have to go for you don't have to travel a lot, so you do save some time. But again, the restriction stays the same. For me, there was no cash interview, so CAS interview. Confirmation of acceptance, confirmation of acceptance statement, something like that. That's the full form of CAS. So no, I did not have any interview of any sort. So yeah. It's possible to get internship in data analysis while studying. Yes, it is totally possible to get internship. I did my internship and I have shared my experience with my internship on the channel. So if you want to check out, do check out. I have multiple videos. All right, guys, we are over 1 hour. We are actually just hitting 1 hour 15 minutes. So I will be ending this stream now, and I hope to see you guys next week. It was really nice talking to you guys, and yeah, do join next week. I do live stream every Saturday, 12 p.m. GMT. So yeah, hope to see you in the next live stream. Bye. Good luck, everyone. Have a nice weekend ahead.